my next kill. I'll make your life
Hey everybody, Strider's back with another pre-game stats breakdown. So starting off on the red team, we're going to have Shen, Riven, Graves, Fiddlesticks, and Teemo versus the blue team who has Rengar, Morgana, Katarina, Corki, and Darius. Now, starting off at the top lane, we're going to have Riven versus Darius. Riven mains top lane while Darius mains caster. This is going to give Riven a huge advantage just because she's going to be familiar with all the matchups, and Darius is probably going to have no idea how to play against Riven. Add that on top of the fact that Riven's been played by this person over 660 times, as to where Darius has never been played by this person. So I really think that Riven's going to have an advantage in this particular matchup. And then if we take a look at mid lane, we're going to have an AP Rengar versus Fiddlesticks. Now, both of them main caster, so neither of them are going to have a huge innate ability to outplay the other person. So it's pretty much going to come down to experience with those champions and how well they react. Both picks are very awkward for mid, and actually neither of these players have played the champions that they picked in a ranked game. So I really have no idea who to give that to. I'm going to leave that up in the air and still say that red team has a little bit of an advantage. Then if we take a look at the junglers, we're going to have Shen versus Katarina. Shen mains jungle while Katarina mains top, although it is HotshotGG and he's really transferring into the jungle as of late. Almost a year now, I guess. It's been a while. But Shen's been played by this person about 27 times with a 59% win ratio, which is pretty good. Katarina has actually only been played by this person 4 times with a 50% win ratio, which is just a really low game count. The only thing I'm really worried about is that I feel that Shen is a much better top laner, as he can get the CS, he can get to that the split pushing a lot faster, and it'd be a lot more efficient. But it's still relatively strong, because he does have that taunt to come out. I just think that Katarina is going to be a little bit more useful as far as ganks if their team can CC long enough. So I'm going to go ahead and put the tables at even. I think with that it's going to be a really even matchup. And then if we look at bottom lane, last but not least, if we have Graves versus Corki. Now Graves is really good against Corki, since Graves gets that innate tankiness that comes from his passive True Grit. Corki has only been played by this person 1 time, and Graves has only been played by this person 34 times. Both main casters, so it's really hard to give a huge advantage, but Graves, I think, is just a little bit more tanky overall, and he does have some nice little exchanges. I don't think Corki's going to be able to exchange with the Graves as far as damage goes. And then add that on experience, and I'm going to have to start leaning towards the red team once again. Then if we take a look at the support champions, we're going to have Morgana versus Teemo. Now, I don't think Teemo support is a very good pick, even though he does main support. The player does. I don't think Teemo's a very good choice against a Corki, because Corki primarily relies on his spells. It is going to help dodge the Sheen procs, but even on top of that, that's not until later on in the game. So I don't know if Teemo just got it for going against the Rengar, which is possible, or the Darius, which is kind of possible. Either way, it's going to be really interesting just to kind of see what he pulls off in the long run. He has been played by this person 5 times and won 80% of them, which is not that bad. Morgana's been played by this person 3 times in ranked with a 33.3% win ratio. But I think Morgana's spell shield going on Katarina is going to be completely catastrophic for the red team. I really do. But overall, I think this game is going to kind of, if you add up all the wins and losses amongst everybody, it does show that the red team will have about a 60% chance of winning, as to where the blue team will have an even 50% chance of winning. And look at the experience comparison. There's nobody on the blue team that has actually played their champions very frequently, not even over 10 times. So I really think I'm going to go ahead and give the advantage to the red team on this one. So let's go hop in the game and see what happens. Everybody, Strider's back with another daily high ELO casting. So today we have a couple pretty special guests. We do have HotshotGG, now that they're kind of settled down into their gaming mansion. they set up a pretty nice streaming schedule, so I'm probably going to be able to get quite a few of his games, because I know a lot of people are requesting CLG games. So I'm really going to try hard to get home in time, because I pretty much have to get home right away in order to be able to even catch him online. So it's pretty difficult, but we're definitely going to work at it. He's playing jungle Katarina in this game. He was originally supposed to play Rengar. I think he just forgot to swap with mandatorycloud, because mandatorycloud is not typically a Rengar player, nor is he an AP player, so I don't really know what's going on. Or he is an AP player, he's just not a Rengar player. After the Rengar buffs, it seems like a lot of people found him to be completely overpowered, and so a lot of people have been dodging at high ELO without any consequence. Like, if Rengar doesn't get banned and the other team picks him, then the team will dodge. So it seems like it's pretty difficult to get into a game right now just because of the people dodging. Hopefully that changes here in the near future. Hopefully they'll realize that he was either overbuffed or people are just overreacting. One of the two. I know they don't like reverting changes right away. They like to kind of keep it in the game for a couple weeks just to see what happens. We will have to see what happens, that is for sure. I'm not sure what Katarina is going to be doing in this game. I'm assuming she's still going to be in the jungle, but the way she's set up is a little bit weird. She does have attack damage. Let's see. Yeah, there's a little bit of armor there, a little bit of... actually, I don't think she has attack damage. But definitely doesn't have any AP, which would be useful for Katarina. Probably has armor penetration and things like that that really don't help. I guess they help a little bit since she's kind of a hybrid. She still scales off both, but it's just not going to be as easy. So Rengar is now finally recalling. Is he going to be going top or mid? That is going to be the main question. He looks like he will end up going top, yeah. And so they're going to send Darius mid, and this is going to be very interesting. I don't know how they're going to be able to run this properly. Teemo might be going bottom. That would be hilarious. I would love to watch Teemo go bottom. I originally thought it was going to be support Fiddlesticks, but it could be a Middlesticks. Yeah, I thought it was going to be support Fiddlesticks and then a mid AP Teemo, but it could be the opposite. Which again would be very interesting, because you don't actually see Teemo, but I've seen him a few times lately, which is really nice. It's a nice, interesting change, because they did kind of buff his AP just enough, or his AP ratio is just enough to do a little bit. And wow, one auto attack coming out from Corki doing quite a bit of damage. And now, oh my gosh, Fiddlesticks looks like he is going to go down. He is going to exhaust. Oh no, but the hemorrhage and the ignite are really going to help that drain tank not do anything. So right when he was done draining, he was able to pick up the kill. Great job by Darius being able to pick up that first blood. That is going to put a nice little swing into the favor of the blue team. Really nice swing of favor. Oh, and a blind. A great use of the Fog of War by this Morgana. She kind of baited like she was going to put down a ward just by kind of going up into this area so they couldn't see her. Now she is actually going to put a ward, and it looks like she's heading a little bit towards top. I don't know who's dying. Oh, Katarina's almost dying. Yes, Katarina is very close to almost dead. That could be scary. I don't know what she's planning on doing. I don't think she would want to do this. This isn't the smartest thing to do, and she just lost double buffs. So there we go. Hotshot dying to double buffs. Not the best thing to do ever. Oh, Rengar picking up a kill on Fiddlesticks. Fiddle try to transfer top, see if he have a little bit of a better advantage against the Rengar, but he does end up going down just as quickly, if not quicker. Riven's going to have a pretty difficult time against the Darius as well, so I don't know what they're going to do to really remedy this issue. There's definitely going to be some issues between that Fiddlesticks. I'm not sure what he's really trying to accomplish in this particular game. Oh, nice little bit of damage coming out onto Corki, and now Morgana is kind of cut off all by herself. She's going to get poisoned quite a bit. by the Teemo. Teemo's almost dead at this point, and the flash coming out from Corki. Is Corki going to go down? No, he is not. Unfortunately, Corki was not able to get the ignite onto the Teemo in time. Very unfortunate. Oh my gosh. Teemo's going invisible here. This could be really bad. Yeah, team is definitely going to have to back off from that. But now, red team is coming up for a gank here. This is going to be great. If they can get Darius off guard, are they going to be able to do it? Boom. And a nice little stun. Shen was a little bit too late coming out of that bush. It still forced the flash, but I think they could have got the kill had he come out a little bit sooner. Now Katarina coming in. A great dark binding coming out from Morgana. Wonderful job. But now Katarina is trying to pick up the kill. Is it going to be enough? And she is ignited, but she's going to be able to shoot away from the minions. And now Shen's coming up. Is he going to be able to get the taunt off for the kill? He does get the taunt. And yes, he does pick up the kill. Corki is going to be cleaning this up pretty easily. And that is going to transfer the red buff onto the Corki. And that is going to... that is definitely going to put Graves in an awkward position. Definitely put Graves in an awkward position. So Graves is only 2 CS behind, but he does have a death, and now Corki has a kill. It's not going to put him too much behind, but it's going to be enough to where it could cause difference, especially since Corki, well, he wasn't able to pick up a piece of his Trinity Force. And that's not good, because you really want to get that Trinity Force as fast as possible. Of course, just getting those nice little core items for it give you a boost of advantage in your lane, especially once you hit that Phage, once you get that Zeal, once you get the Sheen, pretty much, you know, obviously everything. But it's a really great item to get, and starting off with a really early Frozen Mallet, or not Frozen Mallet, sorry, oh my gosh, I don't even remember what it's called. I just said it. The Phage, there we go. Wow, a lot of damage going down onto the Teemo. Teemo's going to have to disengage from this fight. Teemo's super low. Once again, has a health crystal, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And now another great dark binding coming out, and is Katarina going to be able to pick up this kill once again? Looks like she's going to try to give it to the Corki. Corki's going to get exhausted at the tower, and he's going to survive. Katarina's here. Is she going to be able to pick it up? Yes, she does pick it up. And oh my gosh, she's going to be able to pick it up too. Yes, she does level just in time. And that is a double kill for Katarina. What a great play coming out from Katarina. And in the meantime, it looks like top lane had a nice little exchange at the tower. Alright, so Fiddlesticks is here getting harassed by the bullet strikes out from Rengar. And now, on the hunt is coming up. Oh my gosh, an instant, almost instant. A great drain tank with the exhaust is going to keep him alive long enough to really just to take him down with her. And that was just a beautiful play overall. And again, that comes out the double kill from the Katarina. That's going to help her a lot. Oh no, Katarina does get caught out of position just barely. A great taunt by Shen, coming into that bush at the very last little bit of that recall, getting her out of it. And so now facing off, it's Darius versus Riven in mid. So they did switch it up again. Riven's doing a phenomenal job against Darius. Darius is down by 20 CS. And now, this could be really bad for Rengar is taking a ton of damage. The drain tank from Fiddle is just doing way too much. Oh, now Riven's going hard in the pinch. She's going to throw out the execute. Is that ignite going to pick him off? No, it is not. He gets away with 7 health. Oh my gosh, 7 HP. Unfortunate. One more auto attack from Riven. That would have been it. She really could have risked it too. She did have a lot of health. It could have been easily done. Katarina is getting chased out of the jungle by the Shen and a coming up Riven. So she definitely need to move out of that. That was a great decision by her to not actually go in on that. Oh, she does shoot about the last second. Gonna do as much damage as she can. And wow, she gets absolutely ripped apart by the Riven. Riven's still doing a ridiculous amount of damage, even though Katarina got a really huge jump on her. Yeah, Katarina's a little bit weaker than she would have liked to be. She does, this is going to be really close. A great summoner heal coming out from Riven. Now Katarina, is she going to be able to finish this up? Oh no, the Sinister Steel just not quite in range. I possibly could have picked it up. In conjunction with the Bouncing Blade, it just did not happen. And Shen so far is not really going towards mid. Alright, now he's finally going towards mid. They're going to lose a lot of experience. It's a pretty big wave. Yeah, it's a pretty big wave. Hotshot on Katarina is still down by 1 level though, against the Riven. The Riven's doing a really, really good job. But then again, he's going up against the Shen in the jungle. Not going to be too big of a difference there. Katarina does have significantly more CS, about 13, with an extra kill and an assist. She has died 3 times, so that's very unfortunate on her part. But hopefully she'll be able to pick it up in the late game once the items kind of round out her lack of runes and masteries that she spec'd for. And that just goes to show you, kids, make sure you do your trades if you agree to do a trade. Make sure to pay attention. Rengar coming in relatively hard, not doing too much, but just doing a little bit of harass onto the fiddle. Now Riven's going in pretty difficult onto the... Oh, Darius, he does get stunned. Is she going to be able to pick that up? Yes. The great execute coming out from Riven with the follow-up auto attack. And now Shen coming in with an ultimate. The flash was not quite enough. Is he going to be able to get another fear? Yes. No. Very unfortunate. The Bull Strike coming out with the Battle War, just doing enough damage to be able to kill him through his drain tanking. Shen throwing out. Oh, he does not quite get the taunt in the right area. Really, really close. So great job by Rengar being able to pop his ultimate and just throw on as much harass as he can, trying to push him out of the lane. It's on a pretty low cooldown, so we're not going to have too much of an issue there. But going back to everybody's builds, it looks like for the Draven actually has a gold pretend. I mean, just has that frozen heart, or sorry, not frozen heart, heart of gold. And not really too much more than that. But then you take a look at Rengar and Katarina. They both have the Cage's Lucky Pick, and it looks like Katarina will be going for the Hextech Revolver, which is going to be extremely useful for her. She really needs that magic, or that spell vamp is really going to be useful once she gets into these bigger team fights. It's going to be a lot harder for her to just kind of jump around and freely cast. But then again, you put her in combination with the spell shield from Morgana, and that's going to be absolutely huge later on, because they're not going to be able to CC Katarina out of her ultimate. Oh, Fiddle's doing a really good job at drain taking this. Is he going to be able to come out on top? Yes, a fear coming in, and with another drain, Fiddle is going to be able to come out on top. Holy cow. I did not see that coming at all. I didn't think there was any way that that was going to be able to happen twice really quickly. His drain's on a pretty low cooldown if you get the full drain off. And the fact that Rengar doesn't... Oh my gosh, is Rengar going to be able to get it? No, he does not. Super close. But not quite close enough. Rengar almost gets that kill. It's going to be 75 CS for Rengar against Fiddle's 45. Oh, Katarina is going really hard now. That was a great stun dash from the Riven, getting out of that ultimate from Katarina as quickly as possible, preventing as much damage as possible without risking herself against the Darius. So that was a very, very well thought out play. And that's definitely something that everyone should be doing once you see that. Once Katarina starts ulting, they need to make sure that they get stunned out. Morgana pops her ultimate, stuns Graves. Graves throws out the collateral damage, and now Riven's going in really hard. Katarina, is she going to go down? And that is going to be, wow. Katarina gets out with almost no health. She gets away with about 20. And now, oh my gosh, a great save by Darius, being able to just pull him away. And a great Dark Binding now coming out. Riven's going in really hard still. I don't know. Oh, Shen's going to ult. That is not going to be good. That is going to be... Corki does seem like he's going to get away. Darius, is he going to be able to? Oh, Riven goes down. Shen's able to pick up Darius, and now Fiddlesticks coming out doing... Oh, is he going to be able to get in? Great silence. Oh, now a Dark Binding coming out, and uh-oh, Katarina is now in the mix. She does not prevent the kill going down on Corki, but she was able to take out the double kill, and that's what's going to be super important. Teemo is really low though, so Teemo was not able to join in on that fight as he really wanted to. You could tell if you didn't know if he should have backed off or not. But he finally made the decision that he had to back off. He did. It was probably the right decision, but it would have been nice to have kind of a support champion there. Even though he's kind of just like a mushroom mobile warder guy. He doesn't really do too much for actual support. He does have a nice blind that helps prevent auto attacks, of course, but it's not the greatest thing. Especially when you're support, you really need a little bit more than just like a blind. So that's why he has the mushrooms, but then again, you don't get those mushrooms until level 6. So it makes it a little bit more difficult to play as Teemo. Katarina now coming out, doing a ton of damage, throwing down her ultimate, but she does get stunned out. And is Katarina going to be able to pick up this kill? Yes, she does. And in the meantime, Rengar picks up a kill at top lane. Let's see what we can find out here. Looks like Fiddlesticks is going in. And yes, the Thrill of Hunt is coming out. And the Ignite. This is going to be really bad news for the Fiddle. Wow, that was an insane amount of damage on his Battle Roar. Holy cow. I didn't know Battle Roar did that much damage. That second one was just absolutely ridiculously overpowered. Doing a great job. Katarina coming out. Oh, now Morgana throws down her ultimate, and the blind now going off on Katarina. Katarina not going to be able to do any damage. And yes, Hotshot was able to pick up that kill. Graves ends up going down from Corki. And that, ladies and gentlemen, could possibly be a dragon. I think this is the first dragon of the game, which is really late. 16 minutes for the first dragon of the game. I'm very surprised that they decided to wait this long to actually get that. It's pretty surprising, but blue team was able to pick up that dragon, as well as they were able to pick up the first tower. And it is going to be the top tower, so they're going to have a little bit of more presence when trying to compete for that Baron here in about 10 minutes. So we will have to see how that fight actually commences, because I really think it's going to be an interesting fight. Blue team is pretty popular ahead. Fiddlesticks Crowstorms over, and wow, Darius just kind of completely destroys him. But Fiddlesticks, he's out of his drain. Does he have it again? A great blind now coming out, but Katarina's here. And that is not going to be good. But Riven's coming in. Is she going to be able to catch up? That's going to be the real question. Riven's going to be hopping after them. But no, it does not look like it. She's hopping along like a little hopper. Rengar tried really hard to get that ward, but before it went invisible, but just didn't quite happen. Shen's doing a pretty good job at side pushing right now. It's not really surprising since that's normally what he does. He does have the Wit's End as well. The only thing I'd really like to see on the Shen is going to be some level 2 boots. That could be incredibly good. But, you know, obviously he doesn't need them. He does have that teleport to really just kind of get him anywhere, and he has... yeah, he has the teleport to get him everywhere. He has exhaust to pretty much get away from everything. And he has a normal teleport that can get him everywhere as well. Oh, Graves actually flashing out of the ultimate from Morgana. Are they going to be able to pick up this kill? Yes, a great pickup by Morgana. Wow, absolutely beautiful. And now Katarina's coming really hard. Is she going to be able to survive this? I don't think so. That was just not quite enough. Riven tanking. Wow, that was absolutely great. If she could get all of her items back, that would be... Yeah. She was able to catch up to them. She'd be able to go back, get some really nice heavy-duty items. Uh-oh, this could be really bad. Riven was able to pick up the kill, and now Darius is in the mix. They're trying to get the kill. The dunk now coming out. Oh, man, this could be really bad. Rengar was able to pick up the kill, and now Darius was able to pick up the kill as well. Really, really good job on both your parts, like I was saying. That was just phenomenal. That was a really good, really well coordinated gank. Just very well executed. It was a 2-for-1 trade. Definitely not something Red Team wants to do, but it's not the worst thing in the world, I suppose. They are still behind. They're behind by about 7,000 gold now. Riven at 110 CS versus Darius' 63. So she has pretty close to double the CS that Darius has, and that's definitely not good. Katarina has 108 creep kills, where Shen only has 101, so they're actually keeping pretty even with each other, and they're actually doing surprisingly well. Rengar at top lane is smashing the competition with 150 CS versus Fiddlesticks 59, doing about 90 CS as an increase. Oh, Corki coming out. Is he going to be able to? No, he's going to have to get out of here. He knows that Graves is just a little bit too strong. Oh, that Fiddlesticks ult is just not quite doing it. And that is going to be a nice little spell immune going on for just a couple people. Oh, there's Graves. I don't think he would tank. I don't think he's that crazy. Oh, now Dark Binding coming out on Morgana. Morgana's going to pop down her ultimate. Is she going to be able to get 2? Yes, she does look like she does get 2. And that's going to be a dunk coming out on Riven. Rengar is going to flash and try to finish up with auto attacks. But no. It is going to definitely be taken by the Rengar. Or, sorry, by the Darius. Now Darius actually takes out the Shen, too. Holy cow. Darius really starting to pick it up later on in this game. I think he was like 0-3 or 0-4, and now he's 4-4. So he's just doing a phenomenal job. Rengar is also doing really good, 6-1. Shen's pretty much doing the best on the red team at 4-3. Shen's good and he scales pretty well if you're gonna split push, but it's gonna be very difficult for him to split push this game. It's not generally the best of ideas to split push when you're behind in a game. It's definitely not something you want to make a habit of anyway, but it is doable. It's just really, really dangerous to the other people that are there. Fiddlesticks, oh, I thought he was AFK for a second, but he was not. He just came back.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Another turret going down. Rengar doing a ton of damage. He is going to go down, it looks like. Yes, he does. Katarina tries to help out, but she was just way too far out of that fight. Rengar got caught out. Way far away from the rest of the team. Uh-oh, Fiddlesticks coming in with the ult on 4 members of the blue team. Fiddlesticks goes down almost instantly. Very depressing. And now, wow, Graves shuts down the Darius. And now, oh my gosh, those mushrooms are doing a pretty good job right now. Corki taking a lot of damage. Oh no, I don't think so. Or I don't think that Morgana can actually do anything about it. Katarina coming out, being able to pick up that kill. Is she going to be able to pick up the last one on Teemo? Oh my gosh, dodges the mushroom right away. Right when she ran over that mushroom, you know that Teemo is just going to turn around and poke her in the face. Just poke and then kill her. That would have been a life ruiner for Hotshot right there. It would have been really funny though. So, it's acceptable. Teemo's definitely going to have to go back. He doesn't have any mana left. That's something you really need to take in count when you're playing anybody that uses mana. You pretty much constantly have to look at your mana. At least glance up at it or glance down to find out how much you actually have. Like, what's the numerical value. Rengar going in really hard against this Fiddlesticks. Almost kills him. Gets feared, and now Fiddlesticks is coming out. Does the drain. Gets up to about half health. And now Shen, is he gonna be able to get out of here? Shen, are you gonna live that? No. Unfortunately for Mandatory Cloud, Shen does just not let a good chase go.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
And that's a relatively easy tower kill for the red team. There's only 4 members of the blue team up. And now they're pinging down. Yeah, now they're pinging down for the dragon. It looks like they will finally pick up this dragon. I think the blue team picked up first.
Red team has slain the dragon.
Yeah, that's going to be a free dragon for the red team. Great job by the red team, really trying to kick it up into high gear. They were behind by quite a bit. Katarina is doing as much damage as she can, trying to chase Riven out of the fight, but little does she know that Shen is right behind her. Oh, this could be really bad. Oh, is the ultimate coming out from Morgana? Is it going to happen? And now the ultimate from Riven. Oh, Darius does end up going down. This is going to be really, really bad. And now a great ultimate coming out from Morgana. That spell shield is so good. Rengar ends up going down to the graves and the tower. He was a little bit too aggressive, a little bit too overzealous on that particular engage. That was another 2-for-1, but that one was actually in favor of the red team. Wow, great rocket by Corki, being able to do a ton of damage. And now Graves is going to go down, and that is going to be another kill. That is a double kill for Katarina. Once again with the double kill.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Shen coming out doing as much damage as he can. Corki does have that red buff, so he's going to be able to slow Shen down just as much as Shen slows him down. Except I think that he has better everything for the most part. I really don't know how Shen is going to be able to mix and like kind of mesh in with this team comp. I don't know if their idea was like having Fiddle on the other side of a wall and then have Shen starting to taunt him and then Fiddlesticks, you know, right in the middle start ulting. And so he appears basically right next to you and you have this huge shield as well. So you have like a CC machine along with a lot of damage. That could be an explanation for it, but I don't actually know. Katarina is going to have to ghost out of there. Is she going to be able to get out? No, she is completely surrounded by 4 members of the red team. The taunt from Shen actually does go missing, and now she's just dancing as much as possible. Is she going to be able to get out of there? She throws down her ultimate, the collateral damage coming out. Riven is able to pick up the kill. Darius doing what he can, but this could be very dangerous. Graves is just kind of roaming in. Who's actually going to pick up the blue? Looks like Shen will pick up another blue for his team. Pretty interesting. I kind of expected him to give it to Teemo, because Teemo will be... Oh my gosh, look at that damage from Rengar. Rengar almost killing him in 1 kill, and that's... or in 1 hit. That's going to be the dunk coming out from Darius. And now Dark Binding coming out from Morgana. And Riven gets ulted by Shen. Wow. Or sorry, Riven gets ulted by Morgana. The second proc actually hit. Rengar, oh, do some more damage. Rengar 2 plus. That didn't really help, apparently. So that was a 1-for-1 trade. That's a little bit better. They are not trading 2-for-1 anymore. Neither teams, it looks like. But now red team, oh my gosh, they're going for a 3-man Baron. Now it's going to be 4-man. This is super, super interesting. I really have no idea who's going to win this game. Baron has 5,000 HP, 5,500. Yeah, they are definitely going to back off. That was a great Dark Binding coming out from the Morgana. Yeah, that was absolutely perfect. Well, the Bloodthirsts are just being purchased by that Riven. This is where it will get ugly. Then again, we have 2 Haunting Guises, a Deathfire Grasp, 2 Rabadons, and a Hextech Gunblade on the blue team. That's going to be a lot of active damage, to be honest. The Hextech Gunblade is very, very good. It does slow them down. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but you don't really need it for the damage. You kind of just use it for the slow. And that's one of the best things about it. Oh my gosh, Katarina doing a ton of damage. Didn't really predict where the Riven was going effectively, but that's okay. Does happen, and it's better safe than sorry. It's better to have tried than not tried at all. Corki going in really hard against, oh my gosh, Riven's going down super, super low. Is she going to be able to get, no, she does not get out. She gets pulled in, apprehended by the Darius. Now Darius is going really hard, and that's going to be another dunk. And a double kill for Rengar, able to absolutely rip apart that Teemo. Now Katarina coming in, is she going to be able to do anything? It looks like, no, that is a triple kill coming out from Rengar. Oh, and that's an ace for the blue team.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
First inhibitor tower goes down, and now they're going to work on the actual inhibitor, and that's actually a surrender vote coming out from the red team. Wow. Just wonderful job. That was a beautiful game. Red team kind of had a lead, and then blue team just like really, really hit it home. And then red team started to come back, and I was getting really worried. But yeah, it was really worried for the blue team because it looked like the blue team was just on fire that entire game. Just absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, again, if you guys like my videos, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you want to see any past or future videos, you can always use those buttons on your screen as well. And again, congratulations to the blue team and GG to the red team, and I will see you guys later. Bye.